A line could be thought of as a record of energy. You move your hand across the surface of a sheet of paper, and the writing implement that you're holding leaves a trail behind, recording that movement. Lines are two-dimensional, but changes in the third dimension affect them as well, because if you press into a paper, if you apply a great deal of pressure, you end up with lines that are thick and dark, whereas if you kind of have a light touch, the lines are thin and faint. And I think by playing with these variables of the way you move your hand and your arm and your wrist and how quickly or how slowly you move it, you can get an incredible amount of variety, even within this single stroke. To my mind, the writing implement that kind of best captures that record of energy is still the brush. You can go from, just a hair width to just like a couple inches thick in a single movement of your hand. You decide how much or how little ink you want to charge the brush with. In terms of black lines, you can't do much better than a brush. It just allows for a tremendous amount of variety in the line work. My name is Lars Martinson, and we're here in my basement studio where I create the artwork for my graphic novel, Tonoharu. With Tonoharu, I was trying, in so much as far as I was capable, of really showing what Japan is like. I think that people have this sort of view that Japan is just this weird, bizarro world, where I don't know, everything looks like it's from a video game or something. With Tonoharu, I was trying to show that that isn't the entirety of the country, certainly. So I tried to show things like, what a typical junior high school would look like, what a typical Japanese family restaurant would look like, or a train station, or these things that you wouldn't necessarily, maybe get much of an introduction to in most of the media related to Japan. And so practically with every scene, I was always trying to think, okay, what haven't I shown yet that really related to my experience in Japan? And since Tonoharu is a fairly long graphic novel, I'm slowly kind of ticking away at all the various settings that I wanted to explore and show.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.